Great to have you tuning in. And let's begin. And starting as we always do. Once you get your space set, once you take that deep breath, signifying the start of the practice, you just lie back, you close your eyes, and you breathe. We start as simple as we can. Nothing complicated about it. So be mindful when the mind tries to overcomplicate it. You lie back because in this position, the floor supports you completely. You no longer have to hold yourself up or hold yourself together. You close the eyes so that you can shut out the rest of the world. Let everything else just drift away. And you simply breathe. An act that's happened since the very first moment. An act that happens without needing our help. You're not trying to change the breath. You're not trying to correct it. You're just letting it happen. And that's where we start. Lying back, closing our eyes, and breathing. Letting ourselves fall back. Letting everything else fall away. And that's where we begin. And take just a few more breaths. Just a few more moments. Then your next inhale is a nice deep full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest, and as you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees, and you wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. A sense of movement, swaying the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from tailbone to shoulder blades. Nice long run. You find a smooth rhythm with that breath back and forth. And the next inhale draws you up to sitting. You sit tall. The eyes remain closed and you take a moment for stillness. And on inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. Your feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale, forward, broadening the collarbone. And exhale, you press back, down dog. And you settle. Take any movement you like. Then inhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Exhale, left foot forward, forward fold. And inhale all the way back. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, fold. And exhale, back. Settling into down dog. Working those long lines of the body. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg back. Left leg back. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg. Right leg. Exhale. Inhale, nice and broad. And exhale. Down dog. Find that subtle tilt of the tailbone. The low back hollows out. Hip flexors engaging. Helping to sharpen that angle between the thighs and abdomen. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right leg reaches back. Left leg back. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, left. Inhale. and exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left, right, exhale. Inhale and exhale. That nice smooth movement. Getting the body to wake up, but also helping to get the mind to settle in. Nothing abrupt, nothing jarring. No tricks, no surprises. It's just that smooth cadence, simple movements of the body, warming up and settling in. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale and exhale. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they open. Tadasana. And with the big toes close, the heels apart. You bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms dry. Nice steady breath. The tailbone drawing down. The hips sitting as low as you like to go. But you feel that upward reach and lift of the torso. A nice long line from your waistline through your fingers. Then exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. You bow the head. You work the body long. Then inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. You float or step back, down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, crescent lunge. Left knee lowers, toes and curl. The hips sink down and forward as the arms and torso sweep up and back. A nice long crescent line. Opening up the front of the body. But you keep your core engaged. Abdominal wall drawing in, the tailbone drawing down. So instead of your low back doing all the work here, you feel the upper back curving. A nice long swept line. And on exhale, hands to the floor as the hips shift back. That right leg straightens out, setting up for half Hanumanasana. We're going to keep the hips right over top that left knee today. And just work that forward fold. The torso reaching out over that right thigh. The hands can walk forward, looking to draw out the line of the upper body as you fold into it. Then on exhale, you bend back into that right knee. You plant the hands as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Right knee down, toes uncurl. Hips sink as the torso sweeps. Good. And on exhale, hands to the floor. The hips shift back so that left leg can straighten out. Left toes peel. And you fold forward over that left leg. A nice deep stretch to those three hamstring muscles. Running up the back of that left thigh. And exhale, bending that front knee, planting the hands. And you choose your route to down dog. Inhale the right leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. We're going to keep that left hand on the mat as that right arm reaches up. Nice open twist across the collarbone. Nice long line from hand to hand. But as always here, find those legs. You feel your foundation. You feel set from your hips, through your thighs, into your feet. So that on your next inhale, nice smooth transition. That right arm guides you up into your high lunge twist. Keeping the torso oriented with the right edge of the mat. That left arm's reaching forward. That right arm sweeping back. And with your next inhale, that left arm will sweep you open, warrior two. The left heel spins in. The right knee still bending as close to 90 degrees as you like. You settle in behind that thigh. Your eyes are soft. The feet firmly grounded. And reaching forward for side angle. Right elbow to right thigh, or hand to the floor. And that left bicep goes long next to left ear. If you want to wrap that top arm for your bind, feel free. Half bind or full. But you keep rolling open while that right hip hugs in towards the midline of the mat. So you have that open line across the lap still. And on your next exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. And the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Low lunge. Right hand stays down. Left arm reaches up. Don't overcomplicate the twist here. You're just stacking those shoulders. Long line from hand to hand. And then you feel that stability in your legs. Holding the low body in place. So that when you're ready on your next inhale, taking your time, don't rush it. That left arm just guides you up into your high lunge twist. And we hold it here for a few breaths. Keeping those legs active and strong. Finding that nice wrap of the torso. And that right arm will guide you, transitioning into warrior two. As you settle in, let those eyes soften. You feel stable. And reaching forward, side angle. Left elbow to thigh or hand to the floor. Right arm starts long. If you want to bind, feel free. And exhale, hands to the floor. And you choose your route. And from down, down, gentle bend in the knees. You look between your hands, and on inhale, you float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. Then bend the knees, drop the hips, sweep the arms, drop. You set your base. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart, as you twist over to the right. Revolve chair. That left elbow's outside that right thigh. The palms together, helping to move the torso. If you want to broaden and bind, feel free. But remember, the crown of the head's extending straight ahead past the top edge of your mat, rather than letting it start to drift over towards that left corner of your mat. Then inhale back to center. Hips low, arms high. Take a breath. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart. As you twist over to the left. Again, you work your arms as you like. Notice if the torso swayed over towards the right, and so bring it back to center. Then back to center, chair pose, hips low, arms high. This time we'll bring the arms straight out in front, parallel to the floor. The weight shifts forward so the heels peel. And you slide your hips down, imaginary bowl. And you sit yourself down. Once your hips touch, your heels lift. Navasana. We're doing 3 rounds. So knees can be bent or straight. Just sit tall through the torso. You find your balance. On exhale, you cross the ankles. You either hug those shins in or hands outside your hips to lift. You can always leave foot down to help out. Then hips down, heels up. Navasana once again. Cross and hug or cross and lift. Back out. Third and final one. This time you cross the ankles. You roll forward, down dog or vinyasa. And inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step that right foot outside that right hand, setting up for lizard. You can keep this left knee up or you can lower it down. And as you're ready, you just start to sink the torso towards the floor. 1 forearm, maybe 2 touch down. Working that deep flexion at the right hip. Then inhale, you rise up. Keep those hands inside that right foot. If the left knee is up, you lower it down. Left hand stays down as that right arm reaches up. Lizard twist. You can stay there, or right arm reaches back as that left knee bends. Catching hold of the outer edge of that left foot so that your right thumb points up. That helps keep that right shoulder opening up. You can hug that heel in, or if you want to go deeper, lower down to that left forearm. But keep the twist, that left shoulder, left side of the torso is rolling back. Your gaze is up at the ceiling, trying to turn the center of your chest as high up as you can. And you're coming back to center. Hands inside that right footstep. Left toes curl, the left knee lifts, and you step that left foot forward outside the left hand, coming into a squat. We're here for just a breath as we make our way to crow pose. So if you know it, you go right into it. Otherwise, keep it simple. Fingers spread wide. Palms flat on the floor, about shoulder distance. The hips lift. So when you bend those elbows, your knees bend right into your triceps. Then from here, all you have to do is start to lean forward. The slower you move, the easier it is to feel your body weight shift. You feel that tipping point. The key is not to rush it, not to feel like you have to jump or hop into it. Instead, you move the body to balance on those hands. You take one more breath, and you find your way to down dog. You can float, you can step. You take a vinyasa and go straight there. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward outside that left hand. The right knee is up or down. And you just start to bow towards the floor for lizard. Inhale as you rise up to straight arms. Keeping that right knee down or lowering if it's not already. Right hand stays flat as that left arm reaches up. Lizard twist. You take that left arm back if you like. Bend that right knee, catching the outer edge. You hug that heel in. Maybe you lower down to that right forearm. Nice and smooth, unravel. Hands to the floor inside that left foot. The right knee lifts, and the right foot steps forward. Squat. And again, making our way to crow pose. If you want any variations, feel free. Otherwise, keep it simple. And you work to learn to sustain it. Trying to be able to hold this pose just like we hold any other pose. So the knees bend into the triceps. The weight shifts forward. Those toes float up. Taking about 3 more breaths, and we'll find our way to down dog. If you haven't already, you choose your route. Down dog. And inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. The back heel stays lifted. The torso sweeps up. You work that long line from the back of that right knee to the front of the left. And letting that back heel spinning. Warrior one for just a breath, and then we straighten that right leg out. Sweep the arms behind the back. Interlace the fingers. Nice broad across the collarbone as you bow forward for pyramid. The head hangs. Both feet are firmly pushing down. And with that next inhale, the right knee bends and the arms sweep up. Warrior one. Nice full breath on top. And exhale, hands to the floor as you find your way to down dog. And then inhale the left leg. And exhale, you step the foot forward. High lunge. Keeping the abdominal wall engaged. The pelvis scoops forward. As the hips scoop forward and that right leg drives back, you start to get that nice stretch and pull up through the front of the right leg. Your hip flexors lengthening out. You keep the low back long. When the back heel spins in, warrior one. The left leg straightens up. The arms sweep behind you and release the fingers. Get the shoulders back so you lead with your heart. The center of your chest as you fold forward for pyramid. Then inhale, warrior one. The knee bends, the arm sweep. And exhale, hands to the floor. Down dog or vinyasa. Gentle bend in the knees. And look between your hands. And you float or step to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold forward. And inhale, you rise all the way back up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Relax your arms, you close your eyes. Tadasana. And palms together. The gesture balancing the body and mind as we make our way into eagle pose. A slight bend in the knees. The weight shifts to the right. The left leg lifts and you cross that left thigh over top the right. The left toes can touch down outside the right foot. They can hover or they tuck behind that right calf. And you sit your hips down into it. When you feel steady with your base, add those arms. It'll be the left elbow underneath the right. Cross the elbows, twist you tie the forearms. The hips stay low as those elbows lift. You try and let those eyes soften. With those forearms blocking your vision. And nice and smooth, you unravel. Rising up, Tadasana. And take a breath. And palms together at your heart. Gentle bend in the knees. The weight shifts to the left. So right thigh crosses over. Those right toes can touch down outside that left foot to help out with that balance. Or they hover over the mat, or you tuck them. Choose what works for you. Feeling nice and steady. Then you add the arms. Be that right elbow underneath the left. Cross the elbows. Twisty tie the forearms. You try and keep your hips low just like you would for chair pose. Especially if you're wobbly. There's a tendency where we think we want to try and lock that bottom leg straight, as if that's going to give us more stability. But the more you can bend those knees and sit down into it, the lower your center of gravity, which will make the balance easier. You put your weight down into your feet. With that next inhale, you unravel as you rise up. Tadasana. Then inhale the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. Float or step. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Then you're going to draw that left knee forward and place on the mat outside that right ankle. Now you just sit yourself back, setting up for half spinal twist. The right knee points to the ceiling. The left foot is outside the right hip. Right hand's on the floor behind you. Left arm reaches up. And exhale, you twist. Hooking that left elbow outside that right thigh. Or you can hug that thigh. But you turn the torso in towards that inner right thigh. Then back to center. From here, we're going into elephant pose. So we're going to take that left leg, the one that's on the ground, and just sweep it straight out in front of you. And this right foot stays outside the left thigh as you draw that right foot back, trying to get your knees to stack as best you can. So your thighs are tightly crossed. Then that right arm reaches up. You bend the elbow, hands between the shoulder blades. You can work that right arm back and down with the help of your left hand. Where that left arm comes out in front, you trace the horizon and you catch hands. You can stay sitting upright, or you start to fold forward over those thighs. Then inhale, you rise up. You untie your arms. From here, we're going to go into double pigeon. So you're just going to step that right foot out inside that left leg. This left leg is where we're starting. So that left knee bends so we can bring that left shin parallel to the top edge of our mat. And that right foot goes right over top that left knee so that our right shin is parallel with the top edge of the mat. The shins are stacked. This right knee may be high up away from that left ankle. For some people, it may be right down on top of it. You just see where it is. You can bring your hands outside your hips and you start to press your upper chest forward. And that starts to stretch into the hips. If you want to fold forward over those shins, feel free. Keep those shins parallel, stacked and parallel with the top edge of your mat. And inhale, you rise up. You cross those ankles as you roll forward, down dog or vinyasa. Then the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Then that right knee draws forward, and you place on the mat right outside that left ankle as you sit yourself back. Half spinal twist. Left knee points up, so left hand's on the floor behind us. Right arm then reaches up. We twist into that left thigh. And back to center. So that right leg, the bottom one, just sweeps straight out in front, setting up for elephant pose. That left heel pulls straight back, trying to get the knees to stack, the thighs to cross tight. Then I'll do that left arm reaches up. You bend the elbow, hands between the shoulder blades. Right hand can work it back and down, or that right arm traces the horizon as you sweep it back, and you catch hands. You can stay upright, or you lean in to those thighs. And inhale, you rise up. You release the arms. That left foot steps inside that right leg for just a moment. So you can draw that right heel back, lining that right shin up with the top edge of your mat. And that left foot stacks on top. The shins are stacked. Both are parallel with the top edge of the mat. Hands can hang out behind you, just lifting the upper chest. Or you can start to walk yourself forward, folding out over those shins. Double pigeon. And inhale, you rise up. You cross the ankles and you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. And a gentle bend in the knees. You look forward of your hands, and this time you float or step to sitting at the top of the mat. The hips are down, the legs come forward. We're going into Marichyasana A. Left leg stays straight, right knee bends. That right heel comes in nice and tight towards the body. That right knee points straight up. The right arm reaches up, and on exhale you fold forward inside that right leg. Then wrap that right elbow around your right shin. The left arm can come around your back so that you can catch hands outside that right hip, drawing you forward. Or if you can't quite catch hands, you just keep that left hand outside your left hip And with that right elbow against that right shin, you think about pressing that right elbow back towards the back edge of the mat. And we'll give you the same leverage to start to draw the body forward. And inhale, you rise up. Right leg goes straight. Left knee bends, left heel comes in tight. Left arm reaches up. Fold forward as far forward as you can at first inside that left leg. Then you wrap the left elbow around the shin. That right arm can come around your back so you catch hands. Or just using that right or that left elbow against that left shin, you start to pull the elbow towards the back edge of the mat. Pushing your upper chest forward. Inhale, rising up. And take both legs straight. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, you fold forward. Paschimottanasana. You bow your head, close your eyes. And on inhale, you reach out as you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Lie forward. Once down, the knees bend, the feet are flat. Arms alongside the body for bridge. Or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on your next inhale, you push down into your feet to lift your hips, lower back, middle back, upper back if you like. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And inhale, you push down to go up once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On an inhale, you push down to go up. And exhale, relax. Once you come down, you just draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins, nice tight squeeze. Then the arms alongside the body. The legs go straight up. You hang out there. Or toes towards the floor beyond your head, setting up for shoulder stand. Hands against your low back. And you take the legs up as you feel balanced. You soften those eyes wherever you are. A few more breaths if you want any variations. And coming back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head for plow. Hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward, and nice and smooth, even breath. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the legs are straight, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press down into your hands and elbows. You arc the spine, roll the shoulders back, and release the crown head towards the floor. And exhale as you lower down. You draw your knees into your chest. Nice tight squeeze. Swing the arms into a T. And you release the knees over to left. One final twist. Back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly being taken deeper inhales. More active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You move the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. And turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. Then palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving speech. Loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. Great to have you tuning in. And hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you next time.